Hello and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you 100 news and updates from the country and the world in 30 minutes. Let's begin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks with his Fiji counterpart Sitiveni Rabuka at Hyderabad House in New Delhi on Monday. The two leaders held a delegation-level talk on issues of mutual interests, following which 4 MOUs were signed in the sectors including health and medical services, migration and mobility, capacity building and on big impacts project. Later, the two leaders addressed a joint press meet where Prime Minister Modi said that with this visit of PM Rabuka, two countries are adding a new chapter in their relations. Prime Minister Modi also said that two countries have decided to strengthen mutual cooperation in the defence and security sector, for which an action plan has been prepared. Asserting that a healthy nation can only be a prosperous nation, Prime Minister Modi said that the two sides have taken many important decisions in this regard, including ensuring affordable and high-quality medicines in all Fijian households. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also talked about Fijian Prime Minister's framing of the Pacific as an ocean of peace, symbolizing the region's long-standing regional unity, non-alignment and security. Fijian Prime Minister lauded the role of the Indian community in its country, saying they continue to contribute to Fiji's economy and stability. He also highlighted how several initiatives taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi resulted in the eradication of poverty. The visiting dignitary earlier on Monday visited Rajghat, the memorial of Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and paid tributes to him by laying a wreath at Rajghat. Prime Minister of Fiji, Sitiveni Rabuka, called on the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. President Murmu warmly welcomed Prime Minister Rabuka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on a 2-day visit to Gujarat. He held a roadshow in Ahmedabad after landing there. Prime Minister inaugurated, dedicated and laid the foundation stone for multiple development projects worth over 5,400 crore rupees. Addressing a special media briefing on Monday, Dr. Neena Malhotra, Secretary of the South from the Ministry of External Affairs, said that Fiji, with its significant Indian diaspora and historical connections with India, holds a place of special importance and development assistance is the key pillar of the bilateral cooperation. She also said that Fiji has supported India in condemning terrorism, adding that Fiji wants India to take a leadership role in the fight against terrorism. Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated a 2-day workshop on the Vibrant Villages program on Monday in New Delhi. The Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority of India organized the annual felicitation ceremony of best performing banks and financial institutions in Atal Pension Yojana scheme. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan chaired the 56th meeting of the Council of Indian Institutes of Technology at IIT Delhi on Monday. The minister took stock of the academic progress and charted the roadmap for the next 25 years. A 2-day seminar on warfare and warfighting, Ran Samvad 2025, is set to commence at the Army War College in Dr. Ambedkar Nagar, Madhya Pradesh on Tuesday. The event brings serving military professionals to the forefront of strategic dialogue. The Government of India and the World Food Programme announced collaboration aimed at addressing the global hunger crisis by signing a letter of intent. It will utilize the resources of an agricultural surplus nation to deliver life-saving aid and make tangible progress against hunger. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy on Monday signed a performance-based memorandum of understanding with the Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited in New Delhi. The ministry said that the government has set a revenue from operations target of 8,200 crore rupees for the current fiscal year, along with key performance parameters such as depreciation, among other targets. India and Japan convened a ministerial-level energy dialogue on Monday via video conferencing, reaffirming their shared commitment to energy security, clean energy transition and climate action under Japan-India Clean Energy Partnership. Both the nations also agreed to strengthen cooperation in frontier domains, including advanced battery technologies, critical mineral supply chains, and carbon capture, utilization and storage. Reserve Bank of India's Governor Sanjay Malhotra delivered the inaugural address at FIPAC Banking Conference on Charting New Frontiers in Mumbai. Governor Malhotra said that the current account deficit stood at 0.6% of the GDP in 2024-25, supported by robust services exports and strong remittances, adding that foreign exchange reserves are robust at $695 billion as per the latest figures. Indian equity indices ended on a strong note on Monday. At close, the Sensex was up 329 points to close at 81,636. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange added 98 points to stand at 24,968. Indian rupee fell 6 paise to close at 87.58 against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on the 3rd of October were priced at 1,525 rupees per 10 grams on multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for September the 5th maturity stood at 1,16,000 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. Oil prices climbed on Monday as traders weighed concerns that Russian supplies could be disrupted by more US sanctions. Brent crude futures rose 0.4% to $68.02 a barrel. Keurig Pepper will buy Dutch coffee company JDE Peet's for €15.7 billion in cash, a 20% premium to its stock market valuation at the end of the last week, the US company said on Monday, aiming to expand its coffee offering to more than 100 countries. Israeli airstrikes targeted Yemen's capital Sana'a following a Houthi hypersonic ballistic missile attack on Tel Aviv 2 days earlier. The Israeli military said strikes in Sana'a has hit key sites, including a military compound at the presidential palace, 2 power plants and a fuel storage facility. Israel is ready to support Lebanon in disarming Hezbollah, Prime Minister Netanyahu's office announced on Monday. Iran will hold nuclear talks with Britain, France and Germany in Geneva on Tuesday, according to the state media. Iranian Foreign Minister Prasar Bharati arrived in Jeddah to attend an emergency ministerial meeting of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Monday that Ukraine aims to secure at least $1 billion monthly from allies to buy US weapons for its war with Russia. Zelensky made the statement during a joint briefing in Kyiv with Norwegian Prime Minister, who also expressed Norway's strong support for Ukraine's air defense and maritime security. Russia's foreign minister said there were no plans for a meeting between Zelensky and Putin, dealing a setback to President Donald Trump's peace efforts. Russia said its defense units destroyed 21 Ukrainian drones overnight, according to reports from state news agency. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung and US President Donald Trump are set to hold their first summit at the White House on Monday. The two leaders are also expected to hammer out details of the broad trade agreement that lowered the US reciprocal tariffs on Korean goods to 15% from 25%. Cambodia's parliament passed a law allowing the authorities to strip citizenship from those accused of colluding with foreign powers, drawing concerns from right groups. Anti-migrant protesters rallied in East London a day after clashes broke out between demonstrators and counter-protesters across several UK cities. New Zealand's postal service suspended most deliveries to the US, citing uncertainty over possible impacts of President Trump's new tariffs. New Zealand's postal service decision follows similar steps taken by postal services and mail carriers in India, Germany, France, Belgium, Austria and Denmark. Ecuadorian police intercepted bags of explosives bound for Colombia, claiming they were intended for terrorist attacks. Police in Ecuador seized 3,750 explosive cartridges and 25,000 Meters of detonating cord along the Colombian border, arresting 2 suspects. Guyana's President Irfan Ali accused Venezuela of being a direct threat to the country's sovereignty during a campaign rally. Residents of Kali commemorated the victims of a deadly truck bomb attack that killed 6 people and injured more than 60. US health authorities have suspended the license for vaccine against the chikungunya virus following reports of serious adverse effects. Time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy, always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the Economic Brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Express News. Let's continue. Thousands of homes in Northern California, wine country and Central Oregon were under evacuation orders and warnings as firefighting crews battled wildfires in dry and hot weather. Spain suffered its most intense heat waves on record this August, with extreme temperatures fueling wildfires that scorched 400,000 hectares and killed 4 people. Typhoon Kajiki hit China's Hainan Island on Monday morning, knocking down trees and cutting power as strong winds and heavy rains disrupted life across the province. Hainan authorities downgraded their storm alert from level 1 to level 3 as Typhoon Kajiki moved towards Vietnam, where it is expected to make landfall later today. Heavy rain lashed Vietnam's coastal city of Vinh as Typhoon Kajiki drew closer, raising fears of flooding and storm damage in the area. Vietnam is relocating over 325,000 residents across 5 coastal provinces to temporary shelters, while major airlines have cancelled dozens of flights. Torrential rains in Yemen's Aden caused the city's worst flood in years, killing 8 people, including children, in suburban neighborhoods. Rescue and evacuation operations are underway in waterlogged areas of Kasur as Pakistan's monsoon season delivers destructive flooding that has swept away entire villages over the last week. Himachal Pradesh reeled under landslides and floods as heavy rains shut down 484 roads, with warnings of more showers until the 30th of August. In Jammu, overnight downpours flooded low-lying areas, damaged homes and roads, prompting authorities to issue advisories across the Union Territory. IMD predicts sustained rainfall activity across Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh and northeastern states through the week. Indian Met Department has issued an orange alert for heavy to very heavy rain over northwestern India for the next 48 hours. According to the IMD, heavy to very heavy rainfall is expected at isolated places over Gujarat, Odisha, Rajasthan and Uttarakhand till Tuesday. Delhi NCR was hit by thunderstorms and rain on Monday, with yellow alerts now warning of more showers until 29th of August. Indian Meteorological Department anticipated yellow alerts with heavy downpours in Mumbai website on Tuesday and Wednesday. The Chiribaya shepherd dog has been declared as a national cultural heritage by Peru's Congress, who unanimously voted for it. This safeguards the breed, which is linked to the ancient Chiribaya civilization between 1900 and 1350 AD. Russia's first giant panda cub, Katyusha, marked her second birthday with a festive celebration at the country zoo, celebrating her birthday, gifted with special cake made of fruits, ice and bamboo. In Lithuania's Vilnius, hundreds of corgi dogs and their owners gathered on Saturday for the annual race, celebrating the beloved breed with competitions and a costume fashion show. Battle of Outfits, a fashion show held at Venezuela's National Art Gallery in Caracas on Saturday. It showcased lace, denim, cotton, satin and recycled garments. Scientists in Colombia have identified a previously unknown human lineage after sequencing DNA from ancient remains found near the country's capital, Bogota. American Sean McCormack became the first to sky surf San Francisco's Bay Bridge. He jumped from a helicopter 5,500 feet above the bay, glided for 3 minutes and landed safely on a floating platform. Nara Prefecture in Western Japan hosted its annual goldfish catching contest in Yamato Koriyama City. Since 1995, the event has promoted the city's goldfish tradition, with over 1,600 participants using paper scoops to catch fish in timed events. Romanian collector Florina Totu has gathered 1,000 porcelain dolls over 4 years, including aristocrats, brides and babies. Some rare pieces are worth over 1,000 euros. London's Notting Hill Carnival, celebrating Caribbean culture, entered its second day on Monday. Performers in bright costumes and giant puppets entertained the crowds, but organisers warned of financial struggles. La Guajira, Colombia has recorded over 14,000 pink flamingos, which is the highest number in 30 years. Most gather at the Flamingo Sanctuary Navio Quebrado, Lagoon and Laguna Grande to feed and mate. Veteran Hollywood actor Jerry Adler, best known for his role Heshra Picken on The Sopranos, passed away at the age of 96. Hollywood actor invited Charlie Day, set to join the comedy franchises of Horrible Bosses Season 3 starring Jennifer Aniston. Blade Runner 2099 is going to stream on OTT platform Prime Video next year. It is a sequel of Blade Runner 2049, which was released in 2017. Indian actress Huma Qureshi launched her book named Zeba, an Accidental Superhero at Srinagar, as the book is based on the story of a female superhero who changes the entire world. The first look of I, Nobody, a thrilling family drama film starring South Indian superstar Prithviraj Sukumaran, has been unveiled. Bollywood actress Nusrat Bharucha announced her upcoming comedy drama film Uff Ye Siyapa, co-starring with Love Ranjan. The film will hit the theatres on 5th of September. South Indian action drama film Idli Kadai, second track set to release on Vinayagar Chaturthi, starring Dhanush and Nitya Menon. The film will release in October this year. Comedy drama series Do You Want a Partner, starring Tamanna Bhatia and Diana Penty, will premiere on OTT platform Prime Video on the 12th of September. Bollywood actor Manoj Bajpayee's magical realism drama film Jugnuma is set to hit the theatres on the 12th of September. Veteran South Indian actor Nandamuri Balakrishna is honoured by World Book of Records UK for 50 years in Indian entertainment industry. India's Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has invited nominations for National Youth Awards that aims to motivate young persons to achieve excellence in the field of national development or social service. India's PV Sindhu will take on Kalyona Nalbantova of Bulgaria in the first round of BWF World Championship Badminton Tournament in Paris on Tuesday. In men's singles category, HS Pranoy will face Joachim Moldov of Finland in the opening round on Tuesday. India's top doubles duo Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty received an opening round bye. Indian weightlifter Mirabai Chanu won a gold medal at Commonwealth Games Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship in Ahmedabad on Monday. World champion Lee Kukesh had a brilliant escape against Francis Ali Risa in the round 6 of the Sinquefield Cup in United States. Indian Grandmaster Ramesh Babu Pragnananda registered his 5th straight draw at the Sinquefield Cup. The result keeps him enjoying second place. Several Indian shooters who contributed to the record medal haul at the Asian Shooting Championship arrived in New Delhi on Monday. Sharvari Shinde wrapped up India's campaign at the World Archery Youth Championship with a gold medal in under-18 women's recurve event in Canada. Defending champion Arina Sabalenka began her campaign with a victory over Switzerland's Rebecca Masarova. Emma Raducanu thrashed Japan's Sina Shibahara to advance to the second round of the event. Russia's Daniil Medvedev suffered a first-round exit after losing to France's Benjamin Bonzi in 5-set thriller. Novak Djokovic launched his quest for a record 25th Grand Slam singles title against Lerner Tien. Last edition's finalist Taylor Fritz sailed through to the second round with an easy victory over Emilio Nava. And Ben Shelton progressed with a similarly comfortable victory over Peruvian qualifier Ignacio Puig. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.